Hello everyone, it's another studying time with Prof Tutor Joseph, and in this very class, we'll be taking a discussion on the course GST 201. GST 201, the Nigerian people and culture. We'll be taking our bearing from the northern Nigeria, part 2. You will recall last class we took our discussion. We discussed mainly on the northern Nigeria, part 1, where we spoke, alright, on the Awusas, Fulani, the Kanem Bornu, and some other perspective. But this class will take you going further into some other cities in the northern part, such as the Gala, such as the TIV, and as well such as the Gala, the TIV, and the Jukun. Alright? Before proceeding, if this is your very first time on this platform, you know this is the fifth volume for this class. Let's do well to engage by texting, by commenting hi, hello. This is my very first time. You can reach out to us for other classes, as private classes are available to meet your departmental needs. It's tailored to meet your departmental classes, virtual tutoring. Alright, so you can reach out to us on www.theproftutor.com or our number 0811 3089380. Alright, let's ensure we are with our writing materials. Coming to our class is very essential, utilizing writing materials as you send the screenshot of the note to the class, and let's make this class, general class, interactive. Being said, let's get straight into it. GST 2. Okay, now GST. Our classes. Today is on the 16th or the 19th of August, 2024, GST 201. We use the Nigerian people and culture. Now, we said we're going to be taking our bearing from the people of the northern Nigeria. The people of the northern Nigeria. Part 2. Now we said we speak on the first, the Igala. Then we will speak on the TIV, and lastly, I said we will just take our bearing from the Jukun. So let's first and foremost discuss on the Igala. The Igala. Now, who are the Igalas? The Igalas are divided into origins. Alright? Now, before proceeding, the Igala, alright, are recognized as the Ida. Ida was recognized. Alright? Ida. I did not bring my other markers. Okay? Just to line this. Ida was recognized as the Igala and was named as its capital and was named as its capital. Ida was, alright, Ida is recognized as the capital of the Igala people. Now the origins is then divided into 7 versions. 7 versions. Alright? We have 7 versions of the Igala. The first one is what we refer to as the Abutu Eje version. Abutu Eje version. Now, who are these people? Now, these versions are considered a significant figure in the Igala state. Now, this version is described as a child raised by a leopard. Described as a child raised by a leopard, and they call their leopard as a deer. Alright? Developed, described as a child raised by a leopard, or as a prince from Ado or Akpa, or as a prince from Ado. And what is Ado? Ado is Benin, or Akpa. What's Akpa? Ukari. Alright? Ukari, Jukun. Ukari, Jukun. Alright? And according to the legend, through this version, it was known that sovereignty was transferred from the population of the Akpotu. Sovereignty was transferred from the population Yakpoto. Alright? Yakpoto. Okpoto. 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 Then we're going to discuss on the second version, Achadu version. Now, what is bearing on this version? Now, in this version, some Igala attribute the emergence of their state to Achadu, believing that what? Achadu originated from the Igbos. Achadu originated from the Igbos, alright, where he married the Ata from Igbo land and become a patron and leader of the king's maker, alright, where he married the Ata and became the leader, sorry for blocking, leader of the king's maker, leader of the king's maker, known as Gala Mela. Gala Mela. Alright? Now let's proceed to others. We still have the Yoruba version of the Igala. We have the Yoruba version. Let's quickly outline the Yoruba version of the Igala. We are speaking on the people of the northern part, particularly right now the Igalas. Three, what we refer to as Yoruba version. The Yoruba version. Now, in the Yorubas, they argue that instead of, don't forget that the first one make us understand that what, the first one, Abutu, Eje, make us understand that what, the Gala came from the Jukun, yes, from the Jukun. The second one make us understand that that is our childhood version, that what, the Igala came from the Igbos. Now this one here make us understand that what Igala came, the extraction came from the Yoruba, alright? The extraction came from the Yoruba. Believed that Igala people originated from the Yorubas, right? From the Yorubas, alright? And was supported by, this version was supported by some historical evidence that the fairy tales of the Igala and some Yoruba speaking peoples were similar. So if you get to the, okay, don't need to write it. When you get to the Igala, you notice that what, some people speak almost the same way the Yoruba people speaks. There are some people in Igala that as well speaks as the Yorubas, alright? So it was believed. Don't forget some, when we are looking at some versions whereby it will tell you that, for example, if you could recall last, when we spoke about the Igbos, the Benin, some Benin, it was believed that Benin, some people came, the Benin originated from the Yorubas. Some also believe that they also originated from the Igbos. Alright? So likewise the Igala, some believed that one from the Jukun, second from the Igala, and third from the Igbo, and third from the Yoruba. So I will have that three is, I will prefer we work on those three. Those are the three important, because we still have a lot to cover up. Alright? We still have a lot to cover about. So I will work on those three for the general classes. Now let's proceed to the social political organization of the Yoruba, of the Igala. Social political organization of the Igala. Now, the social political organization consists of Ayagba, which we refer to as Idogo. Alright? Ayagba or Idogo, who is known as the ancestor, who is known, okay, as the ancestor of the Hata. Alright? Of the Hata. Alright? Ayagba, who is known as the ancestor of all the Ata, and credited with founding their dynasty. Alright? Now, Ayagba helped the Igala people to break away from Jukun. This Ayagba helped, let's take note of all this. He helped the Igalas. Don't forget the first one. We were talking about the first version that they came from Jukun. That is a true to age version. You should recall under the version, the origins of the Igala. He helped the Igala break from the Jukuns. From the Jukuns. Okay? From the Jukun rule. Alright? And from there, he then operated in two types of level, which are, we have the central and provincial level. Provincial levels. We have the two types of levels. We have the central and provincial level. Alright? And in that level, the Ata was the head of the administration. Alright? And the chief councils, the councils of chiefs and other officials were the head of the provincial. So at the head, Ata was the head under the central, and under this, the council of chiefs were those who rules this. We can call it provincial level or local level. Now we have finalized on the Igala. Let's dissect to the next northern Nigeria, northern people too, and that's what we were going to talk about, discussing on the Jukun. The Jukun. Alright, the Jukun. the Jukun, which is referred to as Kwarafa. The Jukun. Kwarafa. Jukun. Now, looking at the origin of Jukun, Jukun is known as Kwarafa and is not fixed. They are believed to have occupied the area of Jukun between the river Niger and the river Benue, sorry. They are believed to have occupied the river, they are believed to occupy between, according to the Jukun origin, was believed that the area, right, believed that the area was occupied between the river Benue and river Ibi. River Benue and river Ibi in Gongola State. River Benue and river Ibi in Gongola State, where what Wukari was their principal. Wukari, principal, the capital, we call it the principal or capital town. According to, going further, using the Akano principles, the Jukun, alright, the Jukun raided the Hausa land and the Kanem Borno in the 16th. The Jukun raided the Hausa land and the Borno in the 16th and 17th. 16th and 17th century. In the 16th and 17th centuries, before their final existence, all right, in the 16th, they existed around this. So they raided this, claimed their land before their full existence in the 16th century. So let's walk and outline the socio-political organization. Socio-political organization of the Jukun people of the Jukun. Now, the Jukun state was large and seen as a confederation of people recognizing the religious supremacy of the Akuuka. They were seen of recognizing the religious supremacy of the Akuuka. And by the end of that 17th century, Jukun were well, alright, they were flourishing. They established flourishingly in the middle Benue. By the 17th, don't forget I said they came into full existence this century, but by the 17th century, alright, they came, alright, into, they were well established. They were well established. They were well established before the 16th, before the 16th, before the 16th century. Alright? Before the, sorry, I said 17, I wrote 16. Before the 17th century. Alright? In that middle of what? In the middle of what? Middle of the Benue region. Benue region. Alright? Benue region. And Akuoka was the head of the Jukun. Take note of that. He was the head of the Jukun. He was the head of the Jukun, believing that what he was supernaturally and spiritually appointed, representing the gods. Let's write note on that. It was known that what he was the head of the Jukun people, who was supernaturally and spiritually anointed and appointed. Alright? Alright? And he was representing the gods of the earth. Now, think on that, despite his power, this Akuoka was not despotic. That means to say his powers was regulated by performers and several taboos. Alright? Akuoka, despite him as the head, despite representing the gods, right? Despite him being spiritually appointed, his power was regulated by several performers and various taboos. Alright? Then we move to the next, which will be the last for this class. The last but not the least for this very hour. The TIV. The TIV. The TIV. Origin of the TIV. Now, the TIV can be looked through the book of Bohana. Bohana book. Bohana books. Alright? Bohana book which talk about the TIV of Central Nigeria. The TIV of Central Nigeria 1953. The TIV of Central Nigeria 1953. Alright? It does make us understand that what the TIV people were not certain. Alright? And the TIV were the largest single ethnic group, stating that the TIV were not certain and that the TIV were not certain and that what? They were the largest single ethnic group in the Middle Benue Benue Basin. Largest ethnic group in the Benue Basin. Largest ethnic group in the Benue Basin. Alright? In that North Nigeria. Let's make note of that. In the northern Nigeria. In the northern Nigeria. Alright? Now, according to his books, the TIV country, alright, according to his book, was also known as what? As also known as this. Also known as this pronunciation. Let me write it down. We pronounce it all together. O-G-H. U-G-H. Itokitra. Alright? The TIV country was also known as Itokitra, which lies among the foothills of the Cameroon Islands at Safura Hills, lying among the Cameroon Island, lying among the around the foothills around the foothills of the Cameroon Islands, the foothill of the Cameroon Islands, alright, and the Sankura and the Sankura Hills, alright, and the Sankura Hills. And those hills were flanked by three regions. The hills were flanked by three regions, which are the south, west, and north. Now we want to align those three parts on those regions. We have one, the Alago and the Jukunized groups. Alago and Jukunized group. Jukunized. These ones are the north. Alago and Jukunized groups at the north. Alago and Jukunized group are the north. Then we have the Basta and the Cameroon groups are the south. Basta and Cameroon groups are the south. And last but not the least, we have the Jukun and Chamba at the west. Jukun and Chamba at the west. Alright? So these are the flanking. The Alago and the Jukunized groups in the north, the Basta and the Cameroon groups, such as Onda and Leon, in the south east, and the what? The Jukun and Chamba at the west. Alright? Now, let's outline some of the states, alright? Some local governments rather, in TIV. Some local governments in the TIV. We have Buraka, we have Boko, we have Gwa, we have Gwa West, we have Gumu, we have Kwande, we have Kastina Hala, we have Konshisha, we have Okun, we have Mokodi, various. Okay, let's write note on this quick and dissect to some of those cities and the versions of this TIV. TIV. The TIVs. Alright?
That way is different for it to roll it down, go to one way, but there's
Local government in the TIV. Alright? So let's look at some local government. We have Buraka, Bokos, Buraka, Boko, we have Mukodi, we have Gwa,
nobody force you. I didn't force you.
Gwa West. Alright? We have Gwa West, we have Gumu, Kwandi, Gumu, Kwandi, we have Kastina Hala, and so on and so forth. Then the versions of the TIV. Version of the TIV. Now, the TIV, looking at this version, according to the TIV oral tradition, the ethnic group was founded by a person named TIV. The ethnic group of TIV was founded by a person which was called who? Which was called, the name was called TIV. Alright? Now the word TIV represents both the language and the founding father, which represents language, and also represent the founding father of the city, alright, of the group, alright, of the group. Now let's look at the social political organization. The social politics organization of the TIV. The social political organization of the TIV. Now we look at, don't forget that the TIV is credited to the book of Paul Boana. So Paul Boana describes the social political organization as a unique, being a classic example of a decentralized system of government. Boana referred the referred the social-political organization, of the TIV as a, using the word unique or classical. Alright? As a unique or classical, due to its classic example of a what? Of due to its example. Alright? As a what? As a segmentary. Alright? As a segmentary, or we call it large decentralized due to system of government during the pre-colonial time in the northern Nigeria. So Buana referred this socialized as a what? As a unique or classical. Due to its what? Due to what? Its decentralization. I've explained to you on decentralization. Now let's outline some other factors, alright, on the socio-political. We have Tsombo. Alright? Tsombo. Alright, we have Tsombo. Who is Tsombo? Tsombo is known as the family group. Alright? Known as what? The family group. Then we have Babasin. Babasin Uzu. Who is Babasin? Right? Babasin is the head of the group. The head of the unit. Babasin is also known as what? He was also known as the what? I was also known as the elder. Now note that each family group was divided into small units. This family group was divided into 4 smaller units, which emphasizes the what? The spirit of mutual relationship and brotherhood, where Mevasin was the elder of the unit. Alright? Of the unit. And we call it a wrap-up for today's class on GST 201. Right? So you've concluded the first module on this course. Next class, we'll be taking our discussion on the second module. Very soon, we will be done. Even before TMAs, you should be done or almost completed, right, on this course. However, before calling it a day, those joining us on the stream, I want you to be aware, I want you to note that there is an ongoing private class, alright, to meet your departmental needs. And also, not only that, classes like this we also have in private classes where we interact with the tutor, questions are being asked, and so many more. Alright? Let's ensure we work on this. And lastly, you can do well to share with other students. Let's do well to hit the subscription button, like, and hit the subscription button notification to stay updated on live classes ongoing on this channel. Alright? Thank you for having Tutor Joseph this very evening. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.